World, a little sorry. Let's talk about a little away from Cameroon. Let's get into Niger, where we talk about Don Jazzy, who has been called a demon, who lures young souls into the devil, and says from a politician called Shehi Bongbada. He says that he claims that Don Jazzy has been noted for encouraging indecency amongst youth, and he takes reference to young artists like Rema, who sing songs like As, talks about the breast, talks about a woman's private, talks about a lot of sexual things in their music, and to him, this is not decency to him at all, and a little bit Don Jazzy is a reincarnation of the demon sent from the devil himself, and says that Don Jazzy has always claimed to stand in to say that he promotes music in Nigeria, but if you have to look keenly, he has been sent directly from the pit of hell to mislead a lot of young people out there. And if you calculate the number and the percentage of young people out there who actually enjoy the Marvin's record, which is owned by Don Jazzy, you are going to realize that that is a strategy from the devil to mislead and to misguide a lot of young people out there. Don Jazzy, we know him to be one of the most biggest CEOs we know in Africa. And when it comes to Nigerian music, Don Jazzy stands at the front pillar to say that these are the foundations, these are the headlines when it comes to all the Tiwa Savage, all the Corredo Bellos, not to talk about all the young artists that we know in Nigeria. And Don Jazzy, not long ago, was termed to be a demon by a Nigerian politician we named Seyi. He says that to him, he has taken time to listen to most of the songs from the Marvin's record, and none out of all the artists have ever been decent. And when you look at things like this and you follow them, you're actually going to understand that these are all manipulations from the devil, and these are all agents sent from the pit of hell to destroy the minds of young people. And that is why you see young people now disrespecting elderly ones. You see young people now talking anyhow in public with no respect, dressing anyhow with no decency. And he says that indeed Don Jazzy has to be stopped. Let's talk about Davido and Chioma. We have heard a lot about their saga, about their breakups, about their makeups, about their wedding and fourth baby mama and having a new baby somewhere else with another baby mama. We've heard about so many scandals from Davido and Chioma, and just not long ago, Davido goes on social media and posts Chioma's son and crowns him his heir. And this has caused a lot of problems, a lot of controversies, because all his baby mamas, no one is happy, and everyone is like, what is so special about this son from Chioma, and what is it about Chioma? They say that sometimes a man can have 50 wives, but he has his favorite. And I guess Chioma has won a special place and a special place in the heart of Davido. Davido has a lot of children out there. He has a lot of female children, and he just received and just welcomed a new baby boy from his fourth baby mama. And now the question is, now Davido goes on social media to say that amongst all his children, he is crowning the son of Chioma as heir to all his properties, to all his possessions. We know about how much Davido is worth. We know about the kind of family that Davido is from. We know about all his investments, not only in Nigeria. And just this little baby now stands a chance to control all his investments. And now the question is, what happens to all the baby mamas? Is it that because Chioma's child is a son, that is why he's having all the benefits, or because the others are girls, they will not have anything from the possessions and from the investments of their father? That is what we are still to gather and investigate more about when it comes to Davido and his family. And we can say that there are also rumors that Davido welcomed a fourth child, a boy, and with Angolan-born makeup artist Larissa Yasmin Lorenzo. But the singer is yet to deny or to confirm the news. And later, Sophia Mamadou reacted to Davido's declaration of Chioma's son as his heir apparent. And his first baby mama says that for sure, not all relationships actually can turn out the way you want them to be. And sometimes when you have your children, you have to focus on your children and their future rather than dragging a man with another, not just a woman, but series of women. Let's talk about just not long ago, Chidima switch. She had a change from secular music to gospel, and everyone has been asking, everyone has been worrying about what could really be the reason why this wonderful, inspirational young artist in Nigeria decides to quit secular music and takes into gospel. Is it that maybe gospel music now pays off better than secular music, or what could really be her reasons? For a while, everyone has been asking themselves those questions, but we've never gotten an answer. But now, Chidima goes on social media and gives reasons why she decided or why she dumps secular music and takes on gospel music. She says that, she reveals that the secular singer gospel artist now, Chidima Ekile, has disclosed the reason behind her shifting from secular to gospel. The singer is currently signed with the AZ Concept and has released her first gospel song titled Jehovah Overdue. According to her, the devil has been winning for too long in her life, but now she wants to give all her talents and all her work for the Father who is in heaven. And Chidima says that she is not regretting her decision switching from secular music to gospel music, because the devil has been using her a lot to do secular songs, and now she has made up her mind to serve her Father who is in heaven. Let's see how the gospel world is going to turn out for Chidima. Let's see how it's going to look like, and let's see how prosperous she is when it comes to gospel. Let's talk about the fine, sexy, and hot Alex Ekubo, who now proposes to. Sorry, before we take on that, let's talk about Bobrisky, who gives reasons why he cannot have a PA. You know about the PA. A PA means personal assistant. And Bobrisky says that so many artists out there, so many movie stars have PAs, they have their personal assistants, and he actually really needs a personal assistant. But he is skeptical and he's so scared to have a personal assistant because he has heard and has seen the scandals from most personal assistants out there. Bobrisky says that I want a personal assistant, but I am a person that wants privacy, and the reason why I have been succeeding in my showbiz for a while now and years is because I have not yet had a personal assistant, because I am scared of being exposed. Because when you start having personal assistants, they know about your every move, they know about all of your secrets, and the day you have a little beef with them, every of your life, every of your secrets, they go bam on social media. And that is why she or he is explaining that he is or she is so scared of having a personal assistant. And he says that, well, Bobrisky, I will say that I am a star and I've worked my way slowly there, but I personally need a PA, but I cannot have a personal assistant now because I am scared of being exposed. And we have comments from Nigeria. They say that, what do you mean by being exposed? Because you have been exposed already. We know exactly who you are. We do not know if you're a man, if you're a woman, if you're a female or a hermaphrodite, but whatever you are, we just like you the way you are, and whatever you give us, you have your reasons, and we are here to consume. Let's still talk about the fine and sexy actor Alex Ekubo, who proposes to his longtime girlfriend. Rumor and on social media says that Alex has been dating this girl for a very, very long time now, and everybody now knows that Alex has made finally a decision to tie the knot, and it's actually really still shocking out there because everyone knows that he's a very big playboy, and we know about how cute and how nice, tall looking he is, and say that with this kind of men, you get married to them or you date them, you stand a chance of always having a lady to fight with, because this guy has been, like we know, the Johnny boy. He has been a playboy for a very long time, and even when he went on his social media and Instagram page to say that I finally asked and she said yes, everyone still thought that maybe it was an April Fool or he was just cranking some kind of a joke. No one could actually believe that Alex was actually serious about engaging his longtime girlfriend. And not long ago, the name of his girlfriend is Fancy or Chuloni, and says that I have been asked by my boyfriend Alex, the cutest boyfriend in the world, and have been asked the question, can you marry me? And of course, I said a very big yes. We wish them all the best, and we are still anticipating and waiting to see this celebrity marriage. We are here to give you all the full gist and following the story keenly to know if this marriage is actually going to happen, because we have had scenarios where two people get engaged and then you hear engagement it was broke up, and then maybe you hear about the two, they are no more couples, or something happened, they are no more together. Well, we pray that this comes true, and we are waiting indeed for the celebrity wedding, and we say that congratulations to them both. Let's talk about the Ghanaian actor Chris Atto, who marries for the third time in secret and a private ceremony in the US. Chris Atto marries for the third time in a secret private ceremony in the United States, and the Ghanaian actor Chris is actually marrying for the third time. The Tinso actor, whose second marriage ended after his wife Betty Jennifer was murdered in May 2019, goes ahead to marry this lady, Chidima Reveals, and they reportedly had a secret court wedding in California in the US. Everyone has been asking, say, why this nice, handsome, and cute guy actually is messing around with ladies, and he's getting married now for the third time. We could understand that his first wife, actually, they had issues, yes, and not long ago, she was killed, brutally killed, yes, in 2019, May. But what happened to his second marriage, and now he's getting married to the third wife, and the third time at that. So the question is it that maybe the other wives could not give him what he sees in this present woman, or love, they say, is blind sometimes, but everyone actually has what he or she wants in every woman. The only thing we can wish them is a marriage, happy life, and to wish them all the best, and to say that indeed we will be waiting to see how things unfold, to see them living very happy. And everyone is asking questions. How on earth can this young and nice energetic man, marry this beautiful girl, and now is leaving her and divorcing her, in fact already divorced, and having a third wife? Look at how beautiful that Nollywood actress is, and we know about her movies, how interesting she is. And then now, if a lady like this can be jilted for a third wife, then there is a question mark somewhere, and there is a problem somewhere, of course. Let's talk about the Nollywood actress Uche Ebere and Toke Maquinwa, who says that yes, indeed, most young women out there, when they are young, they want to play, they want to have fun, and then when they get into their early or their late 30s, that is when they start scrambling and knowing that they actually need a man in their life, they actually need to love someone out there. A woman that has money without a man is worth nothing, says actress Uche Ebere. And she drags it with Toke Maquinwa and says that though we are not aware of any scuffle between I and her, but I will say that her post on social media not long ago, where she writes, I miss loving a man and I miss a man loving me. And Uche Ebere says that this lady has been noted for gallivanting everywhere and having a lot of slaying, and now when she realizes that she is getting a little bit older, into her early and late 30s, now she's actually realizing the fact that she actually needed a man in her life. What happened to her early 20s and her late 20s? Is it that she had a lot of fun, that she didn't see herself submitting to any man, and now she's sending advice to all the young women out there? She says that if you are a young lady in your early 20s and your late 20s, you should be in a serious relationship before your early and your late 30s. Because once you get into your early and your late 30s, it becomes a problem. Now you start, instead of men hunting you, you start hunting men, like exactly what is happening to Toke. And slaying can actually not last forever. There will be a time that you're going to see yourself diminishing. You're going to see yourself going down as a lady. You can't remain young forever. And she says that a woman that has money without a man is nothing. So young women out there, that is an advice to you by our very own mother from the Nollywood industry, Nigeria, saying that without a man, a woman is incomplete, no matter how much you have in your account. So learn from that and get yourselves useful. Let's talk about actor Will Smith, who says that he's on his worst shape of his life, and he went shirtless, showing his belly and saying that I could not imagine that there will come a time in my life where I will become this fat and just not sexy. And I want to emphasize on the fact that I've been depressed and traumatized for so many years now, though I have tried everything possible to work things out with my wife, but I can't get enough, and I really cannot get off the trauma and depression of my own wife cheating on me with a 28-year-old young rapper. And he says that I did not know where I went wrong. I don't know, maybe at one point I did something that I was not supposed to do, but my wife would have paid me the respect of cheating on me with someone older than me or a little bit my age, but chooses to go away from me with a 28-year-old young rapper. And Will Smith says that since that incident, he has so been depressed and traumatized, and that is why he exposes on this picture shirtless for everyone to understand that he has not been working on himself, and he has been into a lot of trauma and a lot of depression since his wife decided to cheat on him, not only with just any man, but with a 28-year-old young man. And as you can see, his tummy all out and adding a lot of weight. We can say that maybe age is catching up with him. Maybe it's as a result of the depression and the trauma from the from cheating on him with a 28-year-old boy from his wife. But a lot of things happen in life, and sometimes you just have to accept it. But it is very, very clear that depression has a lot to do with a human's life. It has a lot to do with your emotions. It has a whole lot to do with your day-to-day activity, because a traumatized man and a depressed man or a lady can stand a chance of losing his or her life any day, anytime. Just not long ago, we talked about depression from AY's wife, who said that she has been fighting a depression for a very long time. Sometimes she locks herself up in a room, cries her eyes out, and if you're not really close to her, you will not understand what she goes through. That is to tell you that depression actually kills out there. And she made emphasis that if you have anyone around you who is going through depression, you should try everything to bring them close, to talk out with them, and to always try to show them care. Because when you are depressed, sometimes you don't think straight, sometimes you think of odd things, and sometimes you might just end up committing suicide. This is the 6:30 news on CMTV Entertainment, where we do not limit you just here in Africa, we take you to the world at large. And it is to remind you that we have a rebroadcast of this news every day, 6:30 a.m. and 6:30 p.m. in case you miss any of the editions. And just to also remind all our gospel artists out there that with just 10,000 francs, you stand a chance of your video being promoted on CMTV for as long as CMTV exists. So you should rush now behind Eta Palace Hotel, Moliko, Boya. You get your videos. Just 10,000 francs. I mean, just 10,000 francs. We are not giving you a time range or a duration, but we are giving you a lifetime promotion. So we are expecting to see you all here, CMTV. We have lots more coming your way. Stay with us. Have a blessed evening. And for presentation, I've been Shantal. You can call me Shantal Max. Love you all, and stay with us on CMTV.